Hi guys, welcome back. We are on the mat today with another mat bar routine, and this one is going to target the outer thighs and glutes specifically, and it's going to be a little bit more advanced because we are using our circle band. So grab your circle band, roll out your mat, and let's get started. Okay, I've got one of the most crowd-pleasing workouts for you guys today. It is a mat bar workout, and I said this one was advanced. Here's what's making it advanced. We've got our bands on, so get those in position here. We're just going about midway point on the thigh. Make sure it is nice and secure there, and we're gonna use it for the entire thing. So obviously, if you want to make this a little bit milder, you could do it without the band. That would be fine as well. But we're gonna go for it here. We've got our special guy here today. Excellent. Go ahead, come all the way down onto your back. You're gonna bring the feet in close to you and then open them up wide. So as the feet open, make sure the legs go with them and the knees aren't just wrapping together with the feet wide. We want knees in line with the feet, and we're gonna do 20 hip lifts here. So shoulder blades tucked under, we exhale, lift, inhale, touch. So we're already getting the resistance of that band. So if you guys enjoy this workout, if you enjoy these mat bar routines, I do a fair number of them. So be sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss them. I would say I probably do at least one a month, if not more, probably more like 2 a month. Yeah, because I'm posting twice a week, so it's probably 2 a month are mat bar workouts, just because I know that you guys really like them, and to be honest, I like them too. They're satisfying ones to do, so make sure you are subscribed to catch them all. Few more here. Hear the cats in the background. Here's 2. Stay up on this last one. And we're just gonna press legs out. 20 of these. Keeping hips lifted, don't let them come down at all. So it's gonna be a lot of outer thighs and glutes today. That is the theme. You are gonna hate this band by the end of it. Here's 2, 1, keep it wide, and then finally 20 pulses here. So squeeze, release. Tiny little release before we squeeze it super tight again. Abs are tucking in tight as well. And don't let the knees start to draw together. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And you're just gonna leave that band where it is. I said we're using it the whole time. Roll onto one side. So you can come all the way down here. You can rest the head in the hand. You could even go all the way down to the floor with the head there. Knees are bent, hips stacked, navel in tight. We're gonna do a classic clamshell here with the band. So heels will stay together. We open, we close. Go ahead and start. So make sure that you are opening far enough here that you are really feeling the resistance of the band, but you shouldn't be changing the hips. I'm gonna show you what I mean. The bottom leg is not gonna lift up. We're not gonna do a big like yee-haw, turning the whole body back. So this top hip will not open. It stays stacked. We're only lifting as much as we can within that range. That's the limit. But you can do quite a bit within that. If you're used to doing a bigger range without the band, of course, you're gonna be doing a bigger range without the band. But the great thing is we don't need to have a huge range here because we've got so much resistance from that band that we're still gonna get a whole lot of resistance, a whole lot of benefit without doing as large a motion. And actually, that's what I really enjoy about a circle band personally. So you don't have to do as much, but you get more from it. I don't know if you can see feline presence right here. I don't know if she's gonna show up on the camera. Maine Coon is sitting right there. Sitting right there, looking out at the world. One more here. We're gonna keep knees open and we're just gonna extend this top leg. So it's gonna extend, push through the heel, touch heels together. Knees stay open. Again, bottom leg stays down. Top hip stays stacked. So as you extend, the foot should be parallel to the floor. 20 of these. Not too terrible for reps, but we're definitely going to be burning by the end. So just stay strong here. I know you're probably starting to get that kind of like terrible crampy feeling in the outer thigh glute. That is just what it feels like when we're doing these. So don't think like, oh, something's wrong, I need to take a break. Nothing's wrong. It's doing what it needs to do. So it's really just, you gotta kind of like lean into that feeling, enjoy it for what it is while we're in it. Won't be forever, won't even be that much longer, because we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Woo! Bring it in. All right, you get a quick rest here. We're not done with this side though. We're gonna do those same 2 things, so the clamshells and the extension from an elevated position. So what I mean by that is that feet are gonna lift up a little bit. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. So sometimes if you go all the way up here, notice what happened to my hip. I just did a big turn forward. So stay on that bottom hip, hips stay stacked here. Just a little bit of lift is gonna be enough. You will feel it, I guarantee it, especially with that band there. So 20 clamshells, here we go. We open and close, oh boy. And I've gotta say, I was really annoyed with myself when it came time to film this one, because I left the band that I wanted to use at somebody's house. So I have a much more resistant band than I intended to use. I wanted to use the medium. Generally, if you have like a series of bands for stuff like this, that's gonna be more fine toning down on the floor. Like for a squat or something, heavy or extra heavy is gonna be fine, because you've got that like weight of like bearing down. For something like this, typically I like to use a medium, but it wasn't in the arsenal today. So I'm using the heavy. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely gonna feel it after, but sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes when you're forced to actually like level up, that's just it. You're forced to level up. You don't have the choice. So often if we're like given the choice, we'll take the easier route. Didn't have the choice today, so we've gone for the hard route, and we're gonna see if I can make it through, and then we'll know. Few more here. All right, one last one. Keep it open, 20 extensions. Yeah, I had a feeling these were gonna be the real killer, and they are. But we're sticking with it. This is the last thing on this side, so not too much more. You can get through it. It's really just like getting out of your head. And let your body carry on. It knows what to do. It actually has pretty high endurance usually. It's usually our mind that gets in the way. We're like, no, but I can't possibly do more. You can. You really can. Ooh. Here's 4. And 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm so relieved to be done with those. So before we switch to the other side, you're gonna come down onto your back again. Thank goodness. I don't know if I could do just another side right after that. And we're gonna step the feet forward. So similar to our starting position, but we're gonna go a little bit farther out with the feet. Take the feet wide. Again, make sure the knees aren't dropping together, so opening from the tops of the legs, and we're doing 20 lifts here. So exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So now we're getting a little bit more of the hamstrings as opposed to just the glutes. Now these don't feel so bad compared. And then we get to do a fresh side. So we're halfway through the worst of it. And the second side, I think, always goes by faster. You know it's coming. Hi, my love. Leo's here to join us. My little buddy wishes everybody luck. Now he just wants attention. He's like, what are you doing? That's stupid. That doesn't involve scratching my belly. Last one here, stay up. And we're going out with the legs, so 20 of these. Keep the hips lifted. Amazing how much of a good burn you can get from one of these bands. It's one of my favorite tools, actually, for that reason. And you can take it with you like when you travel. Keep it here, and then 20 pulses. But for real, I know some of you guys like to exercise while you're traveling. Circle band is like, and even a regular band as well, perfect things to pack because they take up next to no space, next to no weight. So, and they pack a punch. So yeah, especially if you're going somewhere that doesn't have a gym. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. I don't know. Do you like to work out while you're on vacation? Let me know. We're flipping over to the other side. In the meantime, we got that same series over here, but with a fresh side. Unfortunately, my fresh side is also my non-dominant side, but that's okay. We can do it. So starting with both feet down, hips stacked, navel drawing in tight, classic clamshell. We open and close. Yep, I'm definitely feeling the difference of being on my non-dominant side. Definitely not the same range. That's okay. Just do as much as you can. Maintain the form. Make sure you're not lifting the lower leg. So if you're now working your non-dominant side like I am, just do your best with it. Don't sacrifice the form. So if it is a little bit smaller range, so be it. These things happen. Ooh, I mean, we're trying to strengthen them both equally. It's actually quite hard to do because probably in daily life you don't even realize it and you're favoring one. I've started to become a little bit more aware of my own patterns because I definitely use my right side more. Right? But if you're walking, how could you use one side more? So often, you know, when you're standing, me as well, you'll kind of shift weight to one side, always to the right. I'm always putting my weight on my right side. So I've been trying to consciously shift that, send it back over to the left. One more here, keep knees open, add that extension. So extend, touch in 20 of these. But yeah, it is hard. It is something that you really have to be aware of. Even sometimes like the position that you sit in, we just naturally, you know, we're not really symmetrical usually. Very few people would be. So that when it comes time to work these things, we really notice like, oh my God, like one side is so much stronger, even though we're working sides equally on these sorts of things. So daily habits do really add up. I notice that a lot too, so in personal training, with people who like carry always bags on one side. So like if you're doing your grocery shopping, you're carrying bags, try to, you know, switch it up or carry equally. But we really create a dominant side with our habits, or like people with young children tend to always carry on the same side, so then it's like there's sort of a strange curve that happens because then you get a lean and that shoulder's being pulled down. So try to switch that up as well. It's a lot to think about, I know, but you know, when you can, good to consider these things. Should be one more here. Whoop. All right, quick little rest. Here it comes. Really not too bad. I feel like we've kind of cruised through this one. So feet lift, hips stay stacked, open and close. too bad. I think that's what you guys love about these mat bar routines, because it's definitely hard. Like, this is definitely a challenging workout, but it's contained. It's just down here, like at the same time I'm like, hey, I'm lying down, I'm having a conversation. It can't really be that bad. So there's like a little kind of mental trick in it, I think. Because yeah, when I'm doing a mat bar workout, I never feel like it's as bad, even if it is really challenging, and like even if I like really feel it the next day. Like in the moment, I'm like, this isn't so bad. I'm lying down. I feel not relaxed exactly, but you know, I'm not like dripping sweat doing these ones. So yeah, they're really great for that. Really great for tricking your mind a bit. Few more here, and then we'll wrap up this side with those extensions. Keep the knee open, extend, touch in. Whew. This is, I think, where it gets really serious. Whew. So yeah, if you guys are on vacation doing this, awesome. I mean, I don't know, this is like a really popular vacation time, like middle, end of September, but who knows? Could be. I think it's a good time to go on vacation because it's like off season, but the weather is still nice in most places. So, you know, if you can get the time off, I think this is the best time to go on vacation, really. But I'm one of those people like, okay, summer was for vacation, now I'm back. My attitude, like my mind is like, we're back to work now, it's go time. I want to like be at home more, like in my free time, just reading, cooking things. I'm like autumn mode, and to me autumn mode is not like vacation. That's just how I am. A couple more here. Whoo, she stings. Last one, bring it in. Ah, it actually hurts to release it. All right, press back up here. We're gonna come on to hands and knees. We still got more here. So hands and knees, you're gonna tuck toes underneath, and we're gonna lift up the knees a little bit to hover. So just like that, lift the knees. We're going out and in with the legs. So open, in, just 10. Flat back. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the knees hovering. I want you to step back with the right leg, back with the left. In right, in left. Back right, back left, in right, in left. Again, back, back, in. Knees just stay hovering there. Last one on the right here, and then we're gonna switch and lead with the left. So step back left, back right, in left, in right. Back left, back right, in left, in right. We're trying to combat having any side being too dominant. One more, stay in the plank, and we're just gonna alternate. So I want you to just tap right foot out to the side, in, left, in, keeping hips steady. Only 10 of these total. 4, no. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Knees down. Quick child's pose there. We only have one exercise left, and it's a good one because we get to lie down again. So we get to finish lying down. The whole time we've been on the mat, but there's like a difference between like being in plank and lying down, let's be honest. So come all the way down again here. Back is gonna be flat, so lower back stays down on the floor. We still have the band on. I said it was gonna be the whole time. Legs are gonna extend up. We're gonna open to V, so pressing on that band, and then just bring the feet together. Just 20 of these. If you wanna lift to a crunch position, you can, but you're also welcome to just keep the head down. You do hands underneath the tailbone as well. Lots of options here, 20 of these. So open and in. Pause in that opening, so we're not just being snapped back in by the band. Actually, these feel strangely good. I don't know why. The band feels good on these. Weird. I think because it does help bring the legs back in. So it's actually less work coming in, which is normally the harder part of these. So typically when we do these, we would do them for inner thighs because the resistance would be coming back in. In this case, the resistance is going out, so we're working outer thighs. See how magical that little band is? Who knew? A few more here. Here's 2. My legs are shaking. And 1. Knees in. There we go. You can finally take off that band. Yay! Come up to a seated position. We'll stretch it out here. So let's take a seated pigeon. You're gonna cross right ankle over left knee. Right leg just presses away from you, hands behind. You can walk the left foot in a little closer, lifting chest up and over. I really hope you can see Layla. Not sure, she's just there on the table. I think you probably can. She looks so sweet. Layla, my little Maine Coon girl, living her Maine Coon life, being absolutely gigantic. And then that left leg you're just gonna bring underneath so that we're stacked here like so. If you've got a little bit of space there, just start to rock into it gently, or you can always split a little bit wider. Either way. The cats are weirdly calm this morning. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I think it was because as I'm filming, there was a full moon over the weekend and they go bananas at a full moon. So they probably just like got all of their like crazy out and now they're exhausted, maybe. Release, we'll switch sides. So left ankle crosses over right knee, press up and over. It's also Mercury retrograde right now. So maybe that's like sent them into hibernation mode. They'll emerge on October 3rd when Mercury is direct again. Hope you guys are having an okay Mercury retrograde. It's actually supposed to be a good Mercury retrograde. If you're familiar with Mercury retrograde, usually it's a time that we dread because it's like miscommunication, bringing that right leg underneath. Lots of tech issues. I have experienced that. Typically, I experience tech issues just before Mercury goes retrograde. So I did experience a lot of tech issues, and then now I've been okay now that we're actually like retrograde. Hopefully that stays that way. And then go ahead, extend legs out long, open both legs wide straddled position here. But yeah, it's all the fun stuff. You're not supposed to sign contracts in Mercury retrograde. It's a lot of like past things being pulled up. So you might be like hyper focused on like things that you did in the past or things you didn't do in the past or things you wish you had done in the past. You might get people from your past just like coming out of the woodwork to like send you a message. Very strange stuff. Shake it out, but we can do it. We can make it through. October 3rd will be direct again. It'll all be okay. So take a comfortable seated position here. I hope you guys enjoyed this nice mat bar workout. Like I said, if you did, first of all, hit that like button down below and then also make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you catch lots of these. There are lots of these ones going up, lots of bar, lots of Pilates. I throw some cardio into the mix sometimes, so all kinds of fun stuff twice a week through the end of the year at least. So I am gonna have your back. And if you have any special requests for things that you would like to see, please let me know down below in the comments. I will see you guys soon. Bye.